flippy hair, but it's all right. Good Dunning here. Welcome to Good Dunning with Mr. Floyd, myself, and welcome. We channel Archangel Raphael in Saint Germain and do so Monday through Friday here at Good Dunning, and welcome to Tuesday here. Two for Tuesday, since you get me tonight as well. I'm going to go live tonight, and next week I'm probably going to invite Laura. She's right there in the chat. She can hear it. Invite Laura back. We'll do some more cards, and I think I got StreamYards pretty well set here. We're going to mess around with it and maybe do a fake live with Laura or something later in the week just to make sure it works. But we will test it all out here. And Laura, I will send you an email at some point or a text. But either way, we'll get it all situated. But StreamYards did not look too complicated there, since I did that on the live the other night with Rooted Willow. I was working on getting ISIS uploaded, but for some reason, and I cannot explain why, but it wants to take an hour. I got it down to 17 minutes for an 8-minute video. I don't know, it took me 45 minutes to upload a short the other day. So I really don't know. It's the algorithm isn't very gorish. It's being kind of gorish, but nonetheless, we'll see what happens here. But we'll get it uploaded when I get to work. Either way, I will put ISIS on upload and just leave the phone, so to speak, because John will be spinning, and we'll go from there. John Binney, if you watch, go over to John Binney. It was set for 11 or for like 4:30 today, which once I did the calculations, I would have put John. My hair's a little screwy, but what do I care? I would have put John up at John Binney would have been on at 11:30 tonight, so that didn't quite work out. We tagged Viviani there and whatnot, and so hey, the Medium channel. Hey, what's up, Adam? So John Binney will be live at 9, so we're going to dive over to John. Say good dawning to Adam as well. Adam, thank you for joining us. This is amazing. If you don't know, Adam from the Medium channel is a big wind, and a lot of people on Mr. Floyd's Good Dawning here come from the Medium channel, and Adam has been a big wind. Everybody needs a little wind in their sail, right? And so Adam and the folks from the Medium channel have been a humongous, good dawning, Adam. Been a humongous wind in my sail. And if you don't know Adam from the Medium channel, I highly recommend you watch him. If nothing else, on Sunday mornings at my time would be 11 o'clock Eastern time with tarot time. It's kind of like his in-house just chill chat, and it's a good time. That's where most of us are from there, to be honest, and so we hang there, and it's a great place to be and a great time to have. So thank you, Adam, for having that space and for all you do and for being here. Grateful. So yeah, we're going to dive over, and if you don't know, from our end, Adam, we go over to a place called channel called to John Binney's channel on Tuesdays. After this, he does internal clearing. He's kind of like a Swiss Army knife as well, like yourself, of spirituality. He does internal clearing, light language, and whatnot. Last week, he was working on clearing past lives with your guides, and I'm not sure if he has anything specific for this week, but so we do an abbreviated on Tuesdays. Saint Germain wants to back it up, since I don't, at the current moment, do internal cleansing, and John does, and he's a friend to the channel. We back up to him. I'm going to have him on in a few weeks as well. As a matter of fact, this would be the week I need to email him, so I will email John and get that set up as well. All right, so if you've been watching, and gratefully all of you have, we've got 12 in the chat. I'm blessed. Tuesdays, I'm not chasing to the park since it's kind of a short day. We're not going to chase to the park. And plus, the park's going to start disappearing because it's going to get cold. The temperature is going to fall off like a cliff here shortly. So get back to work. Oh, blessed to have you here, Adam. And if you don't know, please subscribe to the Medium channel. You'll see most of us there as well. And Adam's just the brother from a mother that I don't, brother from another mother, so to speak. There's a lot of us here who are kind of in Adam's channel who have a lot of similarities, and Adam and I are real similar in a lot of ways, and I'm grateful to have found his channel. But whatever you find, what I've noticed, whatever you find on YouTube, generally that sticks with you. You didn't find it; it found you. And that's how kind of the universe works. If you want to see it that way, you don't find anything. The right things find you if you're in alignment. All right, so we've been working with ISIS, and we're going to center back down. If you're new here, ISIS, we work with ISIS. As a matter of fact, get this, I had, and I might have mentioned this, I had DoorDash, no, it was Uber Eats delivered to work. It was pad thai because I just wanted something to eat, and I didn't have any food. And I got a 60% off coupon. So I said, if I got a coupon in my email today, I will go ahead and order Uber Eats. And I did, like 10 minutes later. And guess who delivered my Uber Eats? The delivery driver's name was ISIS. So there we go. So I climbed out of the store and got my food from ISIS. So yeah, nonetheless, ISIS has offered us a pyramid. And so, yeah, if you're a delivery driver, if you're doing tarot cards on your YouTube channel and you're doing ISIS tarot cards on a daily basis, Monday through Friday, and ISIS then turns around and delivers your Uber Eats, when you look and see your delivery driver to be ISIS, there is no coincidence in that. I do want you to understand, like Millie posted some pictures. There's a purple light that Millie sees from her window in her house. Who puts out a humongous square purple light out of their window that you can see from your house? There's no coincidence that Millie's seeing a sign from Saint Germain. I'm going to post something today. This is beyond reproach. I'm going to post something today. My neighbor, brand new neighbor across the way here, just moved in. My old neighbor never opened their blinds. I could stand out naked. He would never see me. Not today. But nonetheless, my new neighbor, the moment it gets dark, his apartment lights up in green. I speak nothing, but I don't know if he's got green. He must have green lights, like LED lights in his house, but who does, right? But his entire apartment emanates green, just like Raphael, Archangel Raphael. His car is green too. So I say nothing. I had Ganesh living below me in a big concrete Ganesh. I started doing divinations to Ganesh 6 months later. Ganesh shows up in concrete form sitting on the patio right below me. So I'm like, all right, hi Ganesh, you moved in. So Archangel Raphael has moved in next door because once it gets dark, his apartment lights up green. I mean, solid green, like Archangel Raphael color, not like a forest green or a mint green or like ugly green appliances. It's like just like just like Archangel Raphael's green, I mean, just straight green. It's insane. So keep an eye on your living universe. I'll post those pictures later today, and you can take a look there. And if you go to Millie's channel, you can see all the purple that's showing up. Proof that Archangel Raphael, or Saint Germain, I should say, conflating the two. Saint Germain. Either way, it's kind of the same energy for me. So, but Saint Germain is showing up in her universe. So we're going to ground into our pyramids real quick, and then we're going to do a quick channeling. So. Oh, somebody turned it on subscription only mode. Thank you. Eric was hidden by Yanksy. Thank you. I appreciate you guys for doing so. I can't always reach into the chat there, so grateful. We're going to ground into our pyramids, what we do, and we've been granted pyramids of power by ISIS. And again, we only see way less than 1% of the visual light spectrum for a purposeful reason. This is a feeling universe. The only way you can get through this is if you feel it in here, and in here, and see it in here. That's how you get through this. Otherwise, we're just reaching in the dark with our traumas. Basically, we're reaching in the dark, but reaching out through our traumas, and so that doesn't quite work. It does, but then we end up with a dervish life, and we end up in situations 20 or 30 years later, 34 years later, that we don't want to be in. So, favor. Better to wake up 34 years later in a situation you don't want to be in than to never wake up in it at all, for sure. So what we're going to do is ground into our pyramids real quick. So imagine your pyramid of light. ISIS has granted, so you just drop it over. We're going to center ourselves. While we're in the pyramid, we're going to do two things at once, kind of take some time here and kill two things in one fell swoop. So we're going to absorb the energies of the healing pyramid from ISIS and ground into that. So we're going to use ISIS today. We're not even going to bring up the violet flame. And we're going to, again, every day we do so. And if you're new here, if you're watching in the replay, pause this. Take 5 seconds. Pause the video. What we've been doing is asking you to visualize what you want in your universe. It's a kind of a long-term project that's going till November 11th. So what we're asking you to do is to imagine a visual inside wall of your home. Imagine a painting or a poster. Stick on that like your vision board. What you want to see for your universe within 90 days. It could be simple as a new pair of shoes, or it could be as crazy as a new house. Whatever you choose, we're grounding into that. We take 15 seconds, as per Dr. Joe Dispenza states, and Bruce Lipton and whatnot. The big threes. There we go. Greg Braden is the other three. They all suggest that you take 15 seconds. It's all it takes to get into the quantum field and to ground into what you want. So we're going to take 15 seconds to ground into the quantum field and visualize through just imagine like you picture on an internal wall of your home, because an internal wall of your home brings up positive feelings generally. If you don't like your home, then you could do your car or something else, or you could just be on the beach. Doesn't matter. But either way, take a deep breath in. We're going to be in our pyramids, so we're protected by ISIS. You can feel the energy of the pyramid, Anytime that you need any energetic protection, remember that that pyramid is in place. If you could see more than the visual light spectrum, ISIS doesn't deliver your food from Uber Eats for. You don't get your food delivered from an ISIS, from Uber Eats without ISIS. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. So you can do what you want, but you want to pull on your sit into your pyramid of protection there. It's there. If you don't have a green light, you don't have your apartment across the way shining green like there's no. I mean green like every night. Like hi, Raphael's over here. How you doing? Uh, yeah, you live in a living universe, and if you slow down and start to see that, you'll see the purple lights. You'll see the green pouring out of your neighbor's apartment every single night. You'll see ISIS delivering your Uber Eats, your pad thai. There you go, your vegetarian pad thai. Crazy. All right, so take a deep breath in. Feel that? You can turn that up. Ask ISIS. Whenever you're in a situation, if you're going to walk into a big crowd, if you're going to a new job interview, if you have to meet somebody for the first time, whatever it is in your universe, you are always welcome to ask ISIS to turn up the pyramid of protection. It is there. ISIS is there for you. If you discuss with ISIS, ISIS will return to you and bring forth. So all you need to do is talk to ISIS and she'll turn up your pyramid of protection. No problem. So take a deep moment, first brief moment. Breathe in with me. If you're driving or at work, then you can just kind of do it mentally, like just imagine it, but stay on the road and do not close your eyes. Unless you're at a traffic light. Take a deep breath. We're in our pyramid of protection. You can feel that. You can ask ISIS at any point to turn that up. You can always ask ISIS to remove the pyramid of protection. That's on you. But that would stay forth, according to ISIS there, as long as you don't even have to think about it, but as long as you don't revoke it, it's there for the rest of your life. So now we're visualizing. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and visualize what we've put on our walls. If you have nothing, if you're new here, pause the video. Take a minute. What do you want to see in your universe within November 11th would have been 90 days from when we started, basically. So see that on the wall in your house, either like a picture in a frame or like a poster, what you want, or you can visualize the actual item. If it's like maybe a new TV in your house, if you watch TV, or a new car in your driveway, you can visualize that too. So take a deep breath, and we're going to take 15 seconds and ground into what we want from our universe, and we do this daily. So 15 seconds starting now. All right, and with the quickening, that's 15 seconds. So there we go. Hopefully within 15 seconds. Good morning, John Benny. Yeah, John's in our chat as well, and we thank John so much for what he does, and it's a perfect. Saint Germain is really appreciative of John because Josh, myself, I don't have those skills, and so to go from this channel and then mirror over to John there and dive over to John really rounds us all out, and we're just blessed to have John do what he does and to have that out there and available to us. And so, yeah, please support John and his work there. He does have a PayPal link if you go over and ask for a clearing there. And yeah, so we are grateful because, yeah, this is something that I certainly don't do. And Saint Germain is grateful to you, John, for what you do and for the community that you're going in there and helping to do those clearings. So we're going to bring in Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, and then we'll go over and join John. And if you get over to John there, make sure you put it in all caps if you want a clearing. And please do support him by hitting his PayPal there. Anything, what he's doing there is an amazing service that could be charged. He could charge quite a bit for that. And you find it on YouTube where there are people who charge quite a bit for that. And so we are grateful to have all the spiritual tools available to us. And John, you are an incredible spiritual tool. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and bring in Saint Germain and Archangel Raphael, not any specific order there, and see what they have for us today as well. And we'll take a moment. If you haven't seen me channel, I ground into my channeling by counting backwards from 5. It centers my energy. It brings my body in to know that I'm about to channel, and it brings in Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain. If I'm out and about, or if I'm talking on the phone or to somebody and I need to channel, I just do so. But here it kind of helps because of grounding it in, brings it more centered. All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good dawning and welcome. Good dawning to all. We are grateful you are here, John. We are grateful for what you do, John Benny, because people in the universe who do that, but they charge an arm and a leg. We are grateful that you are doing that for donation, and it is a very needed task in this universe. We are Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, and we are channeling through Josh for you, to you today. We say that every day, so you know that we are here for you, and we are grateful to John, who is in the audience, at least for a moment, because he is about to go live. So when we are going to dive over that, because Saint Germain feels it is very important what John is doing, because this is important for you to get your energetics cleared. Josh does not have these skills, and we are not saying that he will or will not. But right now, John is there, and it all lined up perfectly for a reason. We do things for a reason. Your universe, everything that happens in your universe, ISIS, for example, showing up to Josh to deliver his pad thai after he got a coupon that gave him 60% off his pad thai, no less. He was not going to eat. But then the coupon showed up, and then ISIS delivers his food. Do you think that there is not coincidence in that? Do you think your universe is not alive? Do you think that you are not conspired to meet ISIS and to tell the driver ISIS that you pull ISIS cars on a daily basis and make her day? These things happen for a reason. Do you think that the one in the chat who is seeing the purple on the videos, if you look at Millie's channel, she has purple in her community. Do you not think that Saint Germain is not speaking to Millie? Do you not think that ISIS is not speaking to Josh? Do you see his apartment? He's going to post later today after it takes him an hour to get ISIS up, because who knows, but an 8-minute video is not taking him an hour to upload. But we are not saying that YouTube and the algorithm, but does Al Gore really have any rhythm? We don't know. We're not asking him to dance. Tip Al Gore, we'll figure that out for him. But the algorithm on the YouTube is giving him an hour to upload the ISIS deck card of the day, which used to take 7 minutes. So we don't know anything, but nonetheless, we will get that up and running. But once that is up, you will see the green that is from his neighbor, Josh's neighbor. He had a neighbor that never opened his patio door, right? His windows, his blinds were always closed. Maybe he was could not see the sun, right? So he would melt in the sun. But nonetheless, he gets a new neighbor. And the new neighbor always has his blinds open. You see right across into his apartment. No big deal. But at night, the moment it gets dark, his apartment turns bright green. The exact same green shade. There's lots of green shades, right? There's the forest green or the old ugly green appliances that you saw. No, the moment it gets dark, the apartment across the way turns green, like Raphael. I'm not saying that Archangel Raphael is there, but if you look into your universe, you do not get ISIS to deliver your food. You do not get your apartment next door to be green. You do not have, for Josh, you do not have who has been doing divinations for Ganesh for over a year plus. And then Ganesh moves in the concrete form, and big 3-foot Ganesh in concrete sitting on the patio below him. So you do not have these things happen. We have Stony in the house too. Stony throws. If you want to see a good throw, you could watch Stony. She throws her cards really well. She goes live, but it's a kind of random. But if you catch a Stony throws, I would highly recommend that you subscribe to Stony Throws, because when she is throwing Stony throws very good cards, and she is really good at reading her audience. We are going to leave it at that. So if you need to get your cards thrown, you can dive into Stony Throws. She will throw you excellent cards, but you have to catch when she is going live. She does not have a specific schedule. She is going with the spirit, and she goes live when the spirit moves her to do so. So please subscribe to these channels. You are seeing these things pop up. You are seeing Adam pop up in your universe. The Medium channel. You want another Swiss Army knife, so to speak, of spirituality. Go sign up for the Medium channel with Adam. Adam is an amazing soul. This is going to be today. We're talking about your larger universe. Not just Mr. Floyd and Saint Germain and Archangel Raphael, but the others who are visiting the universe that are dancing around your universe. You are seeing Adam. You are seeing Stony Throws. You are seeing John Benny. You are seeing these other channels that are popping in, right? You are seeing Viviani. She has a channel as well. Go ahead. Not a physical channel, but she has her own channel. So go ahead. We are trying to get, if Viviani is in the chat, we are trying to get her to hook up with Josh. We can have her live as well. So Viviani, email Josh at mrfloydchannelings@gmail.com. If you can hear that, we do not find an email on your channel. But there are lots of things that we are bringing in. We are bringing new people into the universe. So if you do not know Adam from the Medium channel, join us on Sunday in the dawning. You can join us. You'll see Mr. Floyd. You'll see Millie. You'll see most of the people in the chat. This is a bigger family. What you are beginning to see, what you can see, if you slow down into your universe, you will see that you are part of a larger family. That you too can have ISIS delivering your pad thai, your Uber Eats, with your 60% off coupon, your $20 Uber Eats. Now you could see that you could maybe have Archangel Raphael move in across the hall from you, across the way, in the apartment, across the way where it gets dark, and boom, he's, hi, I am green and I am here. It could be Kermit the Frog living there too, but I highly doubt it. Ha ha ha. It's not easy being green, but nonetheless. Can you see that in your universe? Can you slow down? Can you see John Benny in the chat there? And then you will go to John Benny and he will cleanse you and you can see that. But are you watching him otherwise? Do you see his music? Can you ground into what your universe is trying to show you? If you are part of the Mr. Floyd family here and you are seeing John Benny come in, there's more reason than just to watch John Benny just to get clear. He puts out great music. He has great advice. He does. If you want to learn how to channel, Mr. Floyd is not teaching you how to channel, but John Benny can. You could work with, I know that Yankee, for example, is working with Yannick, if you look in the chat, is working with John Benny in his classes. And I'm sure she will tell you that he is an amazing soul, and he is. Otherwise, we wouldn't be promoting him on this channel. As well, you could go to Viviani's channel. She has not done anything live by herself, but she has her own channel, and she is always with other people doing other things. She's always broadcasting herself. So we are going to get her on the channel as well. You go to Millie's channel, for example. You have a bigger universe, and we are wanting you to see that. We are not going to be a crazy message today, and we are going to get you over to John because we want you to do clearing. We want you to clear your inner self. You are attuning yourself, so to speak, and this is an important thing. So Millie's channel, she did a shot today. She sees the universe in a whole new way. You may not see our universe in such a microcosmic way, but she does. So she did a video today of an ant. Not an uncle, just an ant. She left the uncle at home. Ha ha ha. But the ant is crawling over the rocks, and actually it's crawling over mulch. And for the ant, the mulch would be like you crawling over a small mountain. But for the ant, it's its mountain, so to speak. And she sees that. And so it is an important way to see the universe, and you are being asked to watch that. All these things are coming into your frame. It's a matter of what are you grabbing when it comes into your frame. Are you seeing Adam from the Medium channel? Have you subscribed? Have you gone and said, okay, what is this? Why is this showing up? This is part of the energetics we are talking about here. We are telling you and asking, why are these things showing up into your universe? If you are seeing Adam from the Medium channel and you have Mr. Floyd saying, ooh, Adam is a big wind in Josh's sail. And ooh, Josh has been watching Adam for years. And lots of people from this channel have come from the Medium channel. Originally, he met them on the Medium channel. We were saying that, hey, join us on the Medium channel. You are getting that message. We are hoping that you would see that your universe is pushing you towards something bigger, something more unique, something you might not have seen, a channel you might have overlooked. Maybe there's something there for you, maybe not. But nonetheless, can you see where your universe is asking you to see this or that? For Josh, for example, we are now counting the Toyota Tundras by many hands that he sees in a day. Remember, we are talking about how Saint Germain was like, if you want a Toyota Tundra, not that he's saying he does, but nonetheless, if you want a Toyota Tundra, you have to sit in your Toyota Tundra. There's another one out there who's looking for a Range Rover. And so now all they are seeing is Range Rovers in their universe. Not to say that there are other vehicles, and we know how that effect could work, but there could be more to it as well if you are starting to ground into things. What do you want in your universe? Start grounding into it. Do you want a new Range Rover or Toyota Tundra? A purple one. Josh will have a purple Toyota Tundra with a license plate, Saint Germain. But nonetheless, what do you want in your universe? Are you wanting a new car or whatever? That's why we are grounding into November 11th as well. We are here to help you to see that your universe is coming alive and that you are alive within it, and that hopefully that you can see that when John Benny enters the chat, there's more to it than just switching over to his show at 9 o'clock, which we are going to do in a moment. But nonetheless, or when Adam Bernstein from the Medium channel shows up into the chat, which is rare. He is a very busy man and he has work to do. He catches what he can from us and we are grateful. But from your end, are you catching what you can from him? These are teachers. Things are popping into your universe. Are you ignoring it or not? Whatever else in your universe, maybe you're meeting people outside of work and you are just like, ooh, this person does this. And you now have a connection or whatever. Are you seeing how your universe can go really quickly if you allow yourself to slow down and to look into what is being presented to you in your universe? If you go over to John Benny today, do not just take his clearing and walk away. Look at his channel. He puts out music at 432 hertz. He has a whole music album he put out. Are you listening to it? Did you play it in your YouTube, through your car, what have you? If you are listening for music, why would you not want to listen to that and relax? If you are needing a tarot card reading, or if you are looking to throw cards, are you looking to see, have you subscribed to Stony Throats? Are you looking to see, because if you're in her chat and you say hello, she's going to pick up on your energetics. And When Stony throws, it could throw to you just as easily. Most likely, actually. I've been in Stoney's chat. Mr. Floyd, Josh, whatever, has been in Stoney's chat in St. Germain, same difference. Has been in Stoney's chat, and it was just Josh, and so Stoney was throwing the cards, and she's quite accurate, but nonetheless, she's a very good throw, and if you want to get thrown, then there you go. She will throw your universe for a loop. Ha, ha, ha. But nonetheless, are you watching Millie? Or are you watching Ellen, for example? She's part of the channel. She is singing. Are you down and out? Are you not feeling high today? Are you feeling kind of low? Maybe you need a musical interlude, right? So you can go and listen to Ellen and get your music. We are saying here that you have a whole universe of things that are showing up into your universe. Horses, Trigger Hopes, I think she has a channel too. There's lots of channels out there that we want you to watch. And there's Millie's link and Horse's link, and then we have Stony Throw's link as well. And so what we are saying here is that, are you waking up to see what is dancing around you in your universe? Are you awake enough then to see where you are getting, the universe is suggesting other things to you? Maybe Adam Bunstein keeps popping in, but you are not watching. But maybe the universe saying, watch Adam Bunstein. Maybe you are needing a tarot card reading, and Stony shows up, and you are like, I will subscribe. And then poof, you get the bell, and you get the answers you are looking for in your universe. Maybe you are feeling that your universe, you are not seeing yourself in your universe, and you're thinking you're out of space. Then you watch Millie, and you are like, wow, I could be all the way down here on the ground. And okay, my universe is great. I am not an ant trying to crawl over a stick. There you go. Which is amazing, but at the same time, it gives you a whole new perspective on how you see your universe. Are you understanding? Fatima, she has her channel too, we have forgotten. And so she, for example, it is basic stuff. She is doing lawn work. I have no lawn. Mr. Floyd has no lawn, so he gets pleasure out of watching the lawn work being done on Fatima's channel. Going to a festival in Toronto. Josh has been to Toronto. It's an amazing town. It's a very Asian town for what it is, but nonetheless, it's lots of flair, right? And she stayed right by the square at the Marriott, right by the square. You get $100 hotel room, and it was a suite right by Yonge Square, right there for $100. Who gets a hotel room in downtown Toronto? You couldn't go to Chicago and get any hotel room. Well, you could, but you wouldn't want to stay there. Well, you might, but can you lock the doors and then jam your suitcase to make sure it doesn't open? But for $100, he stayed in a suite at the Marriott Hotel on Yonge Square in downtown Toronto. And so that's an amazing thing. And so you could watch Toronto through Fatima. You could watch a whole new culture if you don't live in Toronto or Canada, for example. So there you go. You are missing out on all of these things if you are not paying attention to what your universe is throwing and bringing to you. We're not going to keep this much longer because we want to get over to John. We think it is very important that you work with John as well and clear your internal energetics. We're not saying it is a panacea or anything of the sort. The work still has to come through you, but John will give you that smoothing that you cannot give yourself. John will leave you much better than you have left yourself. And it gives you then, once you have the clearing, then it gives you the energetic space to work on yourself. You are not so bogged up with your immediate traumas. You can get into your space and work through yourself there. All right, we're not going to take too much longer here. We're going to get you over to John's. But we love you. Tomorrow night is just going to be a regular channeling, but we think we got these StreamYards worked out. And the next week we are going to probably re-invite Laura B back on the channel with the StreamYards. We may do a couple of test runs to see if it works. But it is much better, and we apologize for the Zoom and the having two videos at the same time. You could watch nothing or you could watch what was going on, and we apologize for all of that. So we got it all worked out, but for tomorrow night we are just going to do a channeling, and then as of that, with the StreamYards hopefully working, Tuesday nights will now be the St. Germain interviews or whatever we are doing, but it will no longer be Tuesday night live, just direct channeling anymore. You get a lot of channeling Monday through Friday. And for Josh to do 2 channelings in a day, well, he can do it. He channels all day long, so to speak. There's a difference in channeling. When you are, like if you watch Daniel Scranton, we are going to put him out there, for example. Daniel Scranton is a closed channel. So he will sit there and then he'll go, I will channel for you. And he brings himself into frequency, right, with his toning, and he brings himself into his frequency. Whatever, or Archangel Raphael Kelly. She will mute it, but she'll to bring herself into her frequency. Well, for Josh, he has stated to himself and to the grander universe that he is an open channel. What does that mean? He never closes off the channel. So he is always open. He could be driving in the car, saying to me, how are you? And Ooh, what is going on? So because he is an open channel, he's never yet to close off the channel. As a matter of fact, he grounds into the fact that he is an open channel. So things come through like Sekhmet. How are you doing? Sekhmet. We are not going to take much Sekhmet energy today, but there she is. So Sekhmet is always sitting around as well, because Josh has not yet to close off the channel, which you can do intentionally, like Daniel Scranton will close off the channel. Tara Arnold will close off her channel. She's not an open channel either. So there's not of open channels, meaning that you are continuously open to channel. So keep that in mind. When you see that, that is why you see differences in people who are channeling. Josh does not have to do a lot of toning. Adam is basically an open channel. You don't see Adam too much going, bringing it in. No, I have two channel now, so I'm going to channel. Poof, and it's there. So there's a difference. So if you see that, we are not conflating one is better than the other. But that is why you see Josh, poof, instantly channel. And he can do that all the time. And where you see like Tara Arnold, she'll be like, give me a moment and I will get into it. That is the difference. If Josh were to close off his channeling, which he could do, all he has to state is, I am closing the channeling. I'm still open to channel, but I'm going to close it. We are not saying he's doing that. But then he would have to regain the energetics to get back into the channeling when he is already open to it. He's not walling it off or saying, I'm going to separate myself from the channeling. He's always in channeling mode, so to speak. So that is just an explanation of channeling, and we are just trying to give that out to you. So when you see that in different channelers, when you see, and you go and watch Daniel Scranton, for example, who's a very good channeler, by the way, but when you see him going, and taking his time to get into channeling, he has to bring up the vibration. He is closed off. When he is done channeling, he closes the door. For Josh, he is always an open portal with Saint Germain and Archangel Raphael, or Sekhmet, or Isis. That's why Isis can come through and deliver his food, so to speak. And if you see that as well, you might channel Isis as well. She might come and deliver your food one day. And remember, if you need your cards thrown, subscribe to Stony Throws. Subscribe to Fatima. You may not be a Fatima. You may not be going to Toronto to the Italian festival, but she will take you to the Italian festival. There you go. And if you are not an aunt, and you might be an uncle, ha ha ha. But if you are not going to see the universe the way Millie does, and so you can get that amazing perspective and bring yourself down to the microscopic level, or the microcosmic level there, where you are, because it is everybody's universe is different. Imagine if your dog's universe. All your dog sees is your knees, right? So for your dog, they're looking up. They see your crotch and they see up your shirt, but they do not see your face per se like that. And she'll get down. So walk around like that one day and look up and see, imagine like looking from your dog's point of view. Everybody's universe is different. Can you understand that and see that? We are going to go ahead and release this. We aren't going to take too much longer. We're going to get you to John Benny. So we are going to say we are loving you and we are releasing transmission. There we go. So, all right. So there we go. Nothing too crazy today. Basically, it's just looking into your universe. And if I missed anybody with the channel there, I'm sure I did. Let me know, and I apologize for that. But basically, what we're saying is, Saint Germain was saying, and it makes sense to me. Can you see your universe as it comes around you? Can you see what's coming? And can you see what's in Ellen's channel? There we go. Can you see what is being brought to you, for you, and around you? I'm not going to take too much longer here. We're going to go over to John Benny. So if you're watching this, join us in John Benny. And you are welcome, Millie, and Cricket, and Bonnie, and Stony, and Fatima, and Laura, and anybody else who might be here as well. Thank you guys so much, Lean. I will see you all over at John's. I'm going to go ahead and do, it takes me about 10 minutes to do some housekeeping. And then we'll get over to John's there. I'll get over to John's and see you in the chat. Much love and favor, and I will see you all tonight. It's 2 for Tuesday. So I will see you tonight at 5 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock, or 4 o'clock Pacific. Much love. See you in the next.